Wow, 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 wow. Oh, this is like a cultural extravaganza
Wow,
in one song.
these artists
Oh,
are
it's
genius, super genius. They were
it's a
wow.
masterpiece. It's so pure, so refreshing, so relaxing, yet so connected to the earth. The instrument selection, the percussions dominating in bits and pieces, never overpowering the sound of the stringed instruments. But the stringed instruments added the vitality, they added the vibrancy to the whole tune. The percussion was interesting, was deeply captivating, kept me entertained throughout with whatever it was doing, the different tempo at which it was beaten, the drums. And at the same time, the stringed instruments, especially that violin like sound, I think it was a violin only. With the pictures correct, the main guy who's put his, kind of saying shh to someone else, he is the one with the violin. If he is the one playing, absolutely beautiful performance by him, absolutely spellbinding. And then you have others playing a couple of local instruments from probably the culture, the country they belong. Oh, it's so good to listen to, so good. So good. It would unplay in a beautiful movie from that part of the world, and a whole scene you could show beautifully. Maybe a family dinner, maybe a family gathering, maybe a picnic, maybe a social outing, maybe just hanging around the house doing household chores, maybe going to the market, maybe a date. Could play out a whole scene in a movie of 6 odd minutes with this song, and people would remember it. People would remember it for a long time to come. It's very difficult to forget music like this. First of all, it's so unique in today's world, and especially if you're talking about the average world where mostly music from only two countries are thrown on your ears or inside your ears. Obviously, you live in a very limited world as far as music goes. So we are this kind of music doesn't come our way or anyone's way in today's world. It's very, yeah, of course, for this person from this country, it might be everyday music. It might be what they're raised on, what they play, what they listen to every day. But for someone from another country, just across their border, they will be completely new. This music will be completely new to them, refreshing music to them. I remember this movie, Edge of Heaven, that I watched years ago along with Kirti at a film festival in Mumbai.
Mommy.
And absolutely beautiful movie where it was about 3 4 different cultures. The story was intertwined beautifully between 3 or 4 different countries, 3 4 different cultures, and a beautiful story was crafted out of this background. And in that also there was beautiful music in there. Since I've listened to this song now, I hope Cuba Libre and other patrons and viewers are listening, and please request songs from the movie Edge of Heaven. Now this is the
Did it
English
have
title for the
music?
movie. Great music.
I don't remember.
It starts with
It's
a
long
great song.
time. Yes, it
The
does.
local Turkish
Yes.
musician
Yes.
starts with that, very sorrowful, beautiful music at the petrol station.
There was a lot of music actually.
Yeah. Grocery store and petrol station. It starts with that very beautiful song. I don't remember that
Great
tune.
scene
I'd love to listen to that music of that musician. That song and another song towards the end, it comes of the same musician. Absolutely beautiful. So this kind of reminds me, of course, their vocals play a key role, but the music reminds me of them. Maybe these guys, this set of musicians are from, that part of the world, Middle East, Mediterranean part. East meets West, but mostly Eastern.
Yeah, I kept thinking,
Middle
are
Eastern.
they Central Asian or are they North African, or it is where the Mediterranean is.
Sounded Turkish to me.
To me, yeah, Iranian, Turkish, somewhere there.
Yeah, Iranian, Persian, yeah.
Persian or Turkish, yeah. This was good. This is good. Wow, the way music wows you and talent wows you. When you're listening to these guys, you cannot imagine any other music that ever you have heard from anyone else. It is that distinct. It is that separate from the rest, and that is what true artists, that is what great legendary artists are all about. When they play, you cannot think of anyone else, you cannot compare them, you cannot do any of that. You just have to sit and enjoy that music.
Yeah, the fact
and
is,
be in awe of it.
the fact is that I said it might be Turkish, it might be Kirti said Iranian. The fact that we don't know where such great music comes
I
from,
know, and why.
that itself shows how much we are controlled by a couple of countries, in today's world. How much our lives the entertainment we get, the information we get is controlled by 2, maybe 3 countries only. It's so sad that we heard such great music and we are not sure where it is from. That is sad. It's not that we are not aware. We've heard a lot of music. But despite that, we don't know where this is from. Absolutely amazing. But so beautiful, so beautiful. Not to take away
This is
anything
genius.
from these musicians or where it comes from and the requester, Cuba Libre. Absolutely amazing. Without you, Cuba, we would have never heard
We
about
would
this.
have not got this.
You are the Cuba Gooding Jr. in our on our platform right now. You are so good. You are so good right now for us.
You are
Cuba Gooding, you finally given us real music.